Hello, and welcome back to our Dove Dive in the Disc Dungeon, where I'm put on to musics and melodies from the deepest, darkest dungeons of your computer disk. This week, Clifford Moore puts me on to NF's album, Mansion. Well, it's Christmas Eve, a time of joy, a time of peace and love, a time to turn those dark, dainty days of winter into a warming time at your home with friends and family. It's also a great time to listen to music, discover music, and let my voice guide you to the flip side of the record with this Dove Dive. So, just to recap, I'm using a fun app called Hi Ho, where, like Reddit, you can post a topic and discuss it with people. But there's a sensational flavor here. All of this is done via video. Don't worry, they give you enough time to make your point and lay out your questions. And again, this is not a sponsor to the app. I just enjoy the heck out of it. And through it, people are putting me on to the musics and melodies from the deepest, darkest dungeons of their computer disk. You get it? Okay, moving on. So, from the app, Mr. Clifford Moore put me on to NF Mansion. As I asked Hi Ho, "Hey, what's up, Hi Ho? It's Joe Dove back with a music question. What is a song that pumps you up and gets you ready to go, maybe work out, or just prepared for the day?" Mine's going to be linked. It's been rocking in my iPod since 2000 and, oh God, let's see, I was in New York, so maybe like 2006 or to 8, something like that. And that's Alive and Kicking by Nonpoint. That just does it. It just pumps me up, gets me going, and it shows that no matter what, I'm still alive and I'm kicking. So, what's your hype song? Tell me.
Joe Dove, great question, my friend. So I would have to say that my hype song would probably be "Motivated" by NF. Now, a lot of his music is about his journey with his music. However, when that chorus hits, oh my gosh, does it hit? So yeah, that would definitely be mine.
See, wasn't that cool? And that was made possible by this Hi Ho app. I encourage everybody to jump on it. I have a lot of fun there. You can put me onto new music, and through it, I can feature you in the actual podcast like I just did with Clifford Moore. So cool, so much fun. Jump on it. Let's talk. Anyway, moving on. So, NF Mansion, NF the rapper. So, I want to jump into a little bit about the artist. Nathan John Fierstein, which I hope I'm saying it correctly, who is known under the moniker NF, is not only a rapper, but he's a singer and songwriter. He has successfully overcome some extreme hardships from his youth and dabbled into the world of gospel. By mixing gospel and rap for his album Therapy Session, he has had 2 number one debuts on the Billboard 200 charts for his song Perception and The Search. Another massive success, a top charter, so to speak, was the song Let You Down, which went certified triple platinum. Woo! That is a lot of positive out of the gate, and we haven't even dived into the album. I really enjoy the positivity coming from the NF story. He had to overcome a lot of struggles, and it's the underdog story that we all grew up on and we adore. It's always a draw, especially to me, as we tend to see ourselves in the shoes of that person going through the battle. And NF is no different. Born in 91, which makes him exactly 10 years younger than me. His folks split, and he was raised by his mom, who ended up with a real jerk of a boyfriend who caused young NF a lot of harm and danger. So his father had to step in and raise him then forward. Sadly, in 2009, his mother passed away, and NF later dedicated the song How Could You Leave Us from his 2016 Therapy Session album to her. After his mother's passing, he really dove into his rap career, and at the Fine Arts Festival by the Connection Church in Michigan, he performed for the first time in 2009. Friends, if you know me personally, you know that 10 years ago, I was dealing with heavy life challenges, and that led me to a crisis of faith which pulled me back into the church. It was probably the greatest decision I ever made. I made it no secret that the love of the Lord has healed me, and my lift from this time changed me for the better. I implore you to find a local church and not one of these big money grifting type of churches that you see, like Jesse Duplantis and Creflo Dollar and those sorts. I'm talking about real spiritual meaning and spiritual mending. It's done wonders for me. And when I went back to Mount Vernon First Church and I met Pastor Betty Tom, her words just really uplifted me, and we ended up talking, and she saw my abilities and gave me an opportunity that grew into to be seen later on. So the time where we're all going through something, there's always someone out there that's going to help you, and Pastor Betty was that person. I don't know if she realizes how much her compassion and words have lifted me out of that dark time and healed me. So I'm sorry to like kind of throw that in there, but I just had to express my life changing moment with this jump off of NF's life changing moment as well. The parallel was just a moment I couldn't pass. So, if you do, please let me know. If not, I'd suggest you just try it. No big push, but a push. Anyway, back to NF. After that festival, he really threw himself into his music and used his pastime, rap, as an escape. He found that the methods of using a microphone and karaoke machine to put his music together really was a pleasurable thing to do for him. And on his own, he released the album Moments under his real name. A year later, he worked with Tommy Prophet and Brooke Griffith to drop his first single called Alone. A time later, he just keeps building on this craft. And then ultimately, into 2014, he signed on to Capital Christian Music Group. It was here he made his chart-topping songs. In 2015, he dropped the album Mansion. And his career was catapulted. It was here with the 2016 release of the Madden NFL game, where they used his song, Intro, into said video game, and the rest is history. He's now quite successful, and I am here for it. So, let's dove dive. How was that? Pretty cool, huh? Trying to step it up a little bit. Anyway, 3 songs which are standouts to me from the album Mansion. Well, Mansion. The thing that pulled me in here most was this intro. It gives you this haunting decay of the mansion itself. It travels into NF's psyche, his troubled childhood and dealing with the anger from his experiences, from the pain he dealt with his mom's boyfriend, from the singing of Fleury, who's featured on this song, is just a nice added touch. It's like handling the issues with someone else, even if they aren't there. It's kind of like speaking to a ghost. I interpreted this as him speaking with his mother, as Fleury has one of these haunting but beautiful voices that just seems beyond our earthly realm. The lyrics showcasing the struggle really come to light, and I'm going to read them for you. My mind is a house with walls covered in pain. See, my problem is I don't fix things. I try to repaint, cover them up like it never happened. I think we all can attest to this. Sometimes the things that trouble us most, we just try to lock away or just hide them. We never really let anyone see what's really going on in our minds until it's too late sometimes. And I encourage you guys, if that's you, to seek help and don't let that bottle you up. Not everybody can overcome their struggles through music. So not everybody can rap like this guy, and not everybody can put music together. So if that's not your thing and you need an outlet but can't find it through art, reach out to somebody and speak to them. People can help you, and they're there specifically for that. You'll never know unless you ask. Anyway, it's such a heavy song with so much being given to you right out of the gate of the album. The beat is simple, but there are many elements on it with the haunting backup of Fleury as he is pouring his soul out here before us. The synthesizer pumping into this beautiful mix is truly brilliant. Maybe you're not 100% into rap. It's a mix. So you might enjoy this blending of rap and synthwave to merge the two genres together for such an epic journey of pain and success. Might be a different way for you to ease into the music of rap here in the 21st and a half century. The next song, Turn the Music Up. This was a cool song. It was a breakaway from the peak into the life of NF, the pain of the artist's life. It was a nice flip. It was the success story. It's I've made it. Here's some things that are going on. And it was nice to live in it. It's one of those songs that can explode with a beat and drum kit that you want to just bop your head. And you should. I did. It's a cool song to jump into when you're driving around or something like that, or maybe walking, picking up the pace. And there's a really cool mid jump where you can just get a taste of his excellent rap talent. It goes fast, so you need to rewind it or scroll back or scan back, however you do it now, to hear the lyrics. But it's just a fun song. I played it a few times while driving around, and I recommend it if you're going to drive around and need something to deal with all the traffic. For it's Christmas after all, Christmas Eve, and there's going to be a lot of traffic. So if driving is available to you, this should be the song to be your soundtrack. Finally, Motivated, the song that sparked the dive from Clifford. As I've said to Clifford on the Hi-Ho app, the song starts out reminding me of Eminem a bit. But as the song progresses, it's more rock than Eminem does. The song is a pump your chest and stand up tall, uplifting piece of art. It will definitely motivate you to get your task done, or for you to win that battle, or maybe for you to finish that run, or that drive, or the next steps in your life where you're a little bit hesitant to make that goal that you're seeing down the pathway of your own journey an absolute finish. This is going to be the one to get you to that finish line. It's heavy, and here you'll find great guitar work. I absolutely love it. This and that power scream in the background, it just picks you up off the side of sitting down, getting you to stand up and get whatever you're facing not only handled, but utterly prepare yourself for the ultimate victory. Wow, this was an unexpected journey into music, and I'm here for it. I was honored to go on it, and I really enjoyed not only Anna's success story, but the beats and lyrics to make this dive worth taking. So big thanks to Cliff for putting me on to NF, and thank you for joining me listening to this Dove Dive on Christmas Eve. I hope you enjoy it, and if you're listening to this past Christmas and past New Year, Happy New Year, and let's see what 2022 has for you. And as we go, I want to just announce that we are continuing with the Disc Dungeon, and we are jumping into Season 2. Yes, we're actually going to start breaking it up into seasons. So episode 33, 34, and 35 are being worked on, and future episodes will take place. I'm excited to announce that we will have not only the amazing Elder join us in the Disc Dungeon for an interview, but we will also have Mark Mallman. That's right, Mark Mallman, the Minnesota native who has made his way into the music world and left a stamp. His journey is epic. If you may look into your realms of entertainment, you may find him as the individual who played music from a van, even virtually in his sleep, from New York to California. And he is also the writer, co-writer, and singer on Flowers. So that's from Rick and Morty. Very excited. The guy's an amazing person, very inspirational. Just like Elder. Elder is also a preacher. So the wonderful world of Christianity and music blends together again to ride into that fray. And that is a very spiritual and powerful interview. 2 great interviews, 2 great episodes, and then one to break it up a little bit. It's probably going to be one of our better episodes. We're diving into such great music. I can't wait to share it with you all. Julian returns next year, January 2022, with the new season of Disc Dungeon, episode 33 and beyond. I will be back with another Dove Dive as Becca puts me on to someone. We'll get into that next episode. Thank you so much for listening. Please share, subscribe to this podcast, and if you wouldn't mind, go down to iTunes if that's available to you and give us a rating. It means a lot. 74 of you have, and I really appreciate it. It's hard to get people to do so. And this ends our fray into NF and many more things. Thank you so much for your support over the last 2021 year. We'll talk to you soon in 2022.